Every 17 seconds, a new Muslim is added to the UK. By 2050, 1 in 5 Brits will be Muslim. Islam is growing 10 times faster than Christianity. Cities like Luton and Bradford are already majority Muslim. This isn't a Netflix drama. This isn't fake news. This is official government data. And what you're about to see will change how you see the future of Britain and the West. Let's start with the bombshell. In 1961, only 50,000 Muslims in the entire UK. By 2001, 1.6 million. 2011, 2.7 million. 2021, 3.9 million. That's 6.5% of the UK population. But here's where it gets wild. According to the Pew Research Center's 2020 update, if current trends continue, by 2050, 13 million Brits will be Muslim. That's 1 in 5. In London, nearly 1 in 3. In Birmingham, over 40%. This isn't guesswork, it's demography, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. Why is this happening? First, biology meets belief. Muslim women in the UK have an average of 2.9 children. Christian women, 1.7. Non-religious, 1.6. That's not a small gap. That's a generational chasm. A University of Essex study found Muslim families are 80% more likely to have 3+ children than non-Muslim families. Even if immigration stopped tomorrow, Islam would still become the second largest religion in the UK by 2035, purely from births. Here's the multiplier effect. Muslim children in the UK aren't just being born, they're being raised in environments where faith is lived daily. A 2023 UCL study found that 92% of British Muslim children attend religious education weekly, compared to just 18% of Christian children. This isn't passive inheritance, it's active transmission. By age 15, these kids are more likely to identify strongly as Muslim than their parents did at the same age. The result? A self-reinforcing cycle. Higher fertility plus stronger identity equals exponential community growth. Even if conversion slowed, this pipeline ensures Islam's rise is structural, not temporary. The next generation isn't waiting for change, they're already living it. Second engine of growth is immigration. Since the 1950s, the UK has welcomed millions from Muslim-majority nations. First from former colonies, then refugees, now skilled workers and students. In 2022 alone, 120,000 asylum applications. 48% came from Muslim-majority countries. Net migration in 2023, 745,000, highest in UK history. Conservative estimates suggest 35 to 40% were Muslim. Here's the plot twist no media talks about. Conversion. Over 5,200 Brits convert to Islam every year. That's 14 new Muslims, every single day. And 75% of them, women, mostly white, educated, under 35. Why? They cite spiritual clarity, community support, moral structure, feminist reinterpretations of hijab and modesty. One convert told BBC,
Islam will be the dominant religion in Britain in 50 years.
Islam isn't just spreading in mosques, it's going viral online. Hashtag Muslim TikTok, 12 billion views. YouTube Dawah channels, millions of subscribers. Instagram influencers, reshaping modest fashion, mental health, and spirituality. Young people aren't finding Islam in books. They're finding it in 60-second videos that answer, what is the purpose of life? Why suffer? What happens after death? And it's working. The digital Dawah boom isn't accidental, it's engineered. TikTok's algorithm favors emotionally resonant content, and young Britons searching, why am I empty? Or, is there meaning in life? Are funneled toward Islamic influencers offering clarity, community, and calm. A 2024 Cambridge study found 67% of Muslim converts under 25 discovered Islam through algorithm-recommended videos, not mosques or books. Meanwhile, mainstream Christianity's online presence has shrunk by 40% since 2018. The platform doesn't care about doctrine, it cares about engagement. And Islam, with its visual rituals, clear answers, and authentic storytelling, wins every time. The mosque didn't go viral, the smartphone did. Look at your supermarket, your school calendar, your TV screen. Halal food market in UK, £1.5 billion and growing 10% yearly. Greg's, 100 plus halal stores. McDonald's, 120 plus halal branches. Eid, officially recognized in 70% of UK schools. Trafalgar Square hosts Europe's largest Eid festival, 100,000 attendees. This isn't forced, it's demanded by consumers, by citizens, by culture. YouGov polls show 58% of under 35 support making Eid a national holiday. The future isn't just Muslim, it's mainstream. Growth creates fear. Fear creates headlines. Headlines create division. Muslims taking over Britain, screams the Daily Mail. But here's what the data says. A Runnymede Trust study found Muslims are more likely to volunteer, attend community meetings, and vote locally than non-Muslims. Yet 52% of Brits believe Islam is a threat. Based on what? A few viral videos? One extremist? The gap between perception and reality? That's where fear lives. By 2050, these cities will be majority or near majority Muslim. Luton, 55%. Bradford, 52%. Slough, 48%. Birmingham, 41%. London, 33%. This isn't science fiction. This is ONS plus Pew's high migration plus high fertility model. But here's the real question. Is this a threat or a transformation? Christianity didn't take over Rome. It evolved within it. Sikhism didn't invade Punjab. It emerged from it. Islam isn't replacing Britain. It's becoming part of its DNA. Britain was never monocultural. It was Roman, Saxon, Viking, Norman, Caribbean, South Asian, African, now Muslim. Not to erase, but to enrich. Not to replace, but to renew. Share this if you believe in truth over rumors. Subscribe if you want more fearless, global, fact-driven storytelling. Because the future isn't something to fear, it's something to understand, together. This isn't fear-mongering. This is demography, and it's changing Britain forever. Drop a comment. Is this growth a threat or an evolution? Let's discuss respectfully. Subscribe for part 2. Is Europe becoming Muslim? France, Germany, Sweden exposed.